Pay attention. Your body might be under attack right now, and the worst part is, you probably think it's normal. The constant tiredness, the anxiety you can't explain, the stubborn belly fat that won't go away, waking up at 3 a.m. for no reason. All of it could come down to a single hormone, cortisol. And right now, millions of people are unknowingly keeping it dangerously high every single day. This is no better lab. Cortisol is usually called the stress hormone, but that label is actually misleading because cortisol itself isn't the enemy. You need it to survive. It helps wake you up in the morning. It regulates blood sugar. It helps control inflammation. It keeps your body ready to respond when something goes wrong. Without cortisol, your body wouldn't function properly. But the problem isn't cortisol. The problem is how often we're triggering it. Your body evolved in a world where stress was short and intense. A threat appeared. Your body released cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate increased. Your muscles prepared for action. Then the danger passed, and your body returned to normal. Cortisol dropped. Your nervous system relaxed. Balance returned. That cycle kept the system healthy. Stress, then recovery. But modern life has completely broken that pattern. Today, the threats never end. Deadlines, constant notifications, financial pressure, traffic, news cycles designed to keep you anxious. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a real physical threat and psychological stress. To your nervous system, a work email at 10 p.m. can trigger the exact same biological response as running from danger. So cortisol rises, and instead of falling back down, it stays elevated, hour after hour, day after day. Over time, this keeps your body stuck in survival mode. And survival mode changes everything. Your metabolism slows down. Fat storage increases, especially around the abdomen. Your brain becomes wired for anxiety and hypervigilance. Sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented. You wake up tired even after a full night in bed. Your immune system weakens. Your energy becomes unpredictable. Some days you feel wired, other days you feel completely drained. And the longer cortisol stays elevated, the more these changes compound. But here's where things get even more surprising. Some of the habits people believe are healthy can actually make the problem worse. Extreme dieting, overtraining without recovery, drinking caffeine from morning until late afternoon, sleeping 5 or 6 hours a night and calling it normal. Constantly pushing productivity without rest. Your body doesn't see these things as discipline. It sees them as stress. And stress means more cortisol. Think about the typical modern routine. You wake up and immediately check your phone. Your brain is flooded with information before you're even fully awake. You drink caffeine to force energy. You rush through the day under constant pressure. You sit under artificial light for hours. Then late at night, when your body is supposed to wind down, you're still scrolling, answering messages, or watching stimulating content. Your nervous system never truly powers down. So cortisol never fully resets, and slowly that elevated state becomes your new baseline. At that point, many people stop noticing the symptoms. They just assume this is what adult life feels like. Constant fatigue, low-grade anxiety, difficulty concentrating, weight gain that feels impossible to control, poor sleep, mood swings. But none of that is actually normal. It's a nervous system that has forgotten how to switch off. And the solution isn't eliminating stress entirely. That's impossible. Stress is part of being human. The real solution is restoring something the modern world has quietly removed: recovery. Your body is designed to operate in cycles: stress, then rest, effort, then reset, activation, then recovery. When those cycles disappear, cortisol stops behaving the way it should. But when recovery returns, your biology begins to rebalance. Sleep deepens, energy stabilizes, cravings reduce, fat storage decreases, your mind becomes calmer and clearer, and most importantly, your nervous system begins to feel safe again. Because at its core, cortisol is simply a survival signal. It's your body asking one question: is the environment safe? When the answer is constantly no, cortisol stays high. When the body senses safety again, cortisol falls naturally. That's when real recovery begins. And once you understand how modern life quietly disrupts these systems, you start seeing it everywhere. The routines, the habits, the environments, the small daily patterns that slowly push your biology out of balance. But awareness changes everything. Because once you understand the system, you can start working with your body instead of constantly fighting it. And that's when things finally begin to shift. If you found this useful, take a second to like the video. It tells YouTube this kind of content is worth sharing. And if you want to understand the hidden systems shaping your health, behavior, and decisions, make sure you subscribe to Know Better Lab. New videos break down the science behind things most people never question. Because once you start seeing the system, you start thinking differently. Thanks, and see you in the next one.